News 1 begins with pumping the brakes on electric vehicle production in Ohio. But top leaders are now working to change. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mary Lou Melendez. An Ohio senator is taking steps to end incentives for electric vehicles. Why some say Bernie Moreno's new legislation will weaken our country's ability to compete on a global stage. In his first few months on Capitol Hill, Senator Moreno is now leading the Republican charge to unwind former President Joe Biden's climate agenda, specifically the shift to electric vehicles. Washington correspondent Harry Lee talks with the senator about his plans.
The unofficial car czar of the Senate is using his background running auto dealerships to shape policy, in this case introducing legislation to end incentives for electric vehicles. He says it's in the best interest of consumers and automakers. Republicans have long supported ending the $7,500 tax credit to buy an electric vehicle, established in the Inflation Reduction Act, one of former President Joe Biden's signature laws.
The American public should be the one out there deciding that the federal government. So that's one of those out there that it should come off the table right off the bat.
Senator Bernie Moreno has become a key figure in Republicans' anti-EV agenda. He wants to get rid of the tax credit, but gradually, so auto dealers can sell their remaining inventory. He's also introducing a bill to repeal the Environmental Protection Agency's emission rule requiring 2/3 of all new cars to be electric by 2032. He says that would save automakers money, driving down prices.
My bill is about providing a consistent 10-year outlook on what the rules of the road are going to be without states like California or New York interfering in what the federal government is setting for a set of standards.
Moreno also supports President Donald Trump pulling the plug on a $7.5 billion federal initiative to install 500,000 EV chargers across the country by 2030. Ohio has already used the funds to build 19 stations, 1/3 of the 57 built nationwide. Moreno says he's not against building charging stations, but that the private sector should be the one to do it.
We want the marketplace to work. The federal government played exactly zero role in building gas stations. It shouldn't play a role in building EV charging stations because they always get it wrong.
Critics, though, say changing the country's direction on EVs will disadvantage American automakers against global competitors.
As long as we keep playing politics with energy and with transportation, well, that only makes it worse. Whereas other countries around the world, they're not doing that. They're seeing this as an opportunity to grow industry, to create jobs, and to have global dominance in a lot of different ways. And we're not doing that.
8% of auto sales in the U.S. are now EVs. Though eliminating the tax credit could make sales fall initially, industry analysts say the long-term shift to EVs will continue. In Washington, Harry Lee, Spectrum News.